Hello there, welcome back to the YouTube channel once again. As you can see, oil in my head now. I have oil in my head, so everything I'm going to say here is going to be what you think. Alright, so today we'll be talking about how to predict correct score in football. Yes, so if you have been looking to profit on correct score market in football, there are a variety of steps you can use to take find the profits or the best value in football betting. You mean when the odds are available for the bet or the bigger team, then you think you should be? No, that is not the point. There are certain steps and tips you need to work on. That is why I'm here to give you that little tips to go on with. So I have three tips here that we are actually going to make use of. Alright, the first one is the correct score stat. So concerning these two teams, when trying to determine the likely score of a game, there are number of stats game and number of stats you will need to help on your way to find this game successfully. So produce correct score as accurate as possible. First thing first, so this is the number one. You need to check their head-to-head football result. That means their past matches. That is the first thing to take on. One of the first steps to take when trying to predict correct score in football is to scrutinize past results between the two teams. Yes, so if there is a distant pattern, this may continue. However, it is past head to head for the two teams, so you use these tricks to find how they perform in their last matches. For me, example, I use the past matches or their past five matches to judge or to predict my correct score. So one of the main reasons why football result is very much important is that it gives you the advantage of knowing which team is performing at home or as away. So that is the main reason why you need to check their head to head. Alright, we move on to the step 2. The step 2, I name it season results. The reason why I name it season result is because teams like Chelsea, when you combine or you check their past five matches with West Ham, you realize that Chelsea won four and then lose or draw one with West Ham. That's just an example. But when you come to 2023, you realize that the last five Chelsea play, they lost all. That is what we call season results. Yes, 2021 was their season. They win through all their games. 2022 was another time they win and lost draw. But 2023 was their bad omen. When I mean bad omen, I mean they keep losing every match. So you must also check this. So it is well said that a perfect example of this will be Liverpool during the 2020-2021 season, during which they greatly missed the service of Virgil van Dijk, the Dutch defender, mastermind Liverpool defense into being the mindset in the Premier League during the 2019-2020. As you can see, that was an example of Van Dijk when they missed it in the Liverpool squad. They started conceding goals. So you need to check man of the match for those things. Alright, so we move to the step 3, which I call the key, is player on player analysis. So the reason why this is the most one is player on player analysis is where Chelsea have what, for example, like the past one that I said season results, where I make example concerning Virgil van Dijk. This one I'm back to Chelsea. We don't have what's this guy's name? We don't have Timo Werner at the front over there to do the dirty work. We don't have my boy. We just move on to Arsenal. What's the name? I even forget. Well, let's talk about players that were in Chelsea during that 2021 that they've won the Champions League. They are no longer there. So when you check that, they have only four players remaining. We have James, Thiago Silva, and many more. That time, even if you can calculate, I think Lukaku was in Chelsea during that time. So you can see that the player on player analysis changed for Chelsea and they begin to lose. So that is also one of the things that you can also check. So however, when the left winger come up against the fullback, that is equal fact. What I mean is that it sounds like proverb, but no. What I mean is when Virgil van Dijk had been playing with Lukaku for 2 seasons, meaning Virgil van Dijk have about 80% chance of what, tackling Lukaku anytime he get the ball. And the same way, Lukaku also have 80% chance of bypassing Virgil van Dijk because he know how he moves and when he moves. That's what we call player on player. Alright, good. I've given you the 3 points that can actually help you predict correct score. Now, let's come back to the main deal. How do you identify correct score game? Yes, the song can be very common when you go to leagues like Turkey League. Number one is the Denmark League. These games, especially yes, Turkey League for example, where Future FC will play with AL Bakil. I think they are even playing today. These two teams, anytime they meet, first half is draw. So to predict the correct score for this game is like water. It's like Glendale. When I say Glendale, it means the value of the same product or value of water. It is the same thing that they do every day. Anytime they meet, the first half ended up in 0-0. So predicting correct score for that particular team is very easy. Now considering the bookers may know very well that this game may ended up being draw, but they ended up giving our Future FC 1.2 odds and give 20 series odds to AL Dakri when they know very well that first half they are going to play draw. And then sometimes we deviate from the fact that analysis work more than how bookers book the game. And at the same time it is vice versa. Barcelona may be giving 1.3 odds. No, okay, Barcelona may be giving 3 odds and then they will give West Ham 2 odds. Bear in mind that is what we call seasoning player. Player that were in the team or in the squad were no longer there. So bookers take advantage of that to reduce the odds that okay, since Barcelona doesn't have Pedro over there, this thing. Lewandowski is on bench. We have Ferran Torres on bench. These players are shoot play. They don't wait. They don't pass. So you use these tricks to predict correct score. And lastly, I'll be talking about how to bet and win every day. So subscribe to this channel if you've learned something here. This is just a discussion. I'll be making next video which is called the practical. So with the practical, I'll be demonstrating what I'm saying here in the next video. So make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications so that anytime I drop the practical video, you'll get to know if you see you in the next video.